Well, good morning. Happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from bright, shiny San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, and purposeful coach and speaker in the world. The story goes as such. Arnold Palmer was approached by the Saudi king on the other side of the world because he wanted to learn to play golf. Do ya think? The Saudi king wanted to learn to play golf. So what did he do? He did what most people will do with phenomenal resources, is they look to invest in someone who's there, who's great at what they do, and then they work with them or they get them to help them. So the story goes that Arnold Palmer said, I'm too busy. There's no way I can do it. I can't make it. I just can't do it. The king insisted. He said, you've got to come. You've got to come. Listen, bring your family, bring your friend, bring whoever you want to bring. I'm going to send my private jet to America. You will have access to my private jet, and I will pay for everything. You don't have to worry about anything. You can stay at my palace, and your friends will eat, drink, be merry. They're not going to lack for anything. You guys will have everything that you want and more. You just have to come. He was very insistent and very persistent. Hang tight, guys. I'm going to punch it in just a second. And ultimately, he got to the point where he said, okay, fine, I'll go. Gave in to that persistence. He spent the next 10 days in Saudi Arabia teaching the king to play golf and living the most lavish lifestyle he could have ever imagined living for 10 days straight. At the end of the 10 days, the king, feeling like he knew golf very well and keeping his commitment, was so grateful, he told Arnold, what can I do to compensate you? What is the fee? What can I do to help you? Please tell me. Arnold said, you can't do anything. You've already given me more than enough. You've already been more than generous. There's nothing that you can do for me. Just this experience being here was phenomenal. All right? Well, guess what happened? Just like getting him to America, the king persisted and insisted. I'm not letting you go home empty-handed. What can I do for you? So Arnold, worn out, said, look, king, I collect golf clubs. All right? Why don't you just get me a golf club? And the king said, done. I got it. So Arnold flies back to the United States, and, he thinks about this. And he thinks, this is interesting. Each day, FedEx would come by, and he'd look out through the blinds and think, I wonder if my golf club is here today. And waiting and anticipating and thinking, you know what? This guy's filthy rich. I wonder what kind of golf club he's going to get me. I wonder if it's going to be a solid gold golf club encrusted with jewels. Maybe the handle will be made out of fine Corinthian leather, and maybe it'll be solid platinum. Who knows? This guy's a king. I wonder what kind of golf club he's going to send me. And he got excited. Well, about a month and a half after waiting, FedEx pulls up, and it's his house. But instead of a long box, like he expected, he thought, we've got something from Saudi Arabia for you. And it was just an envelope package. And he thought to himself, well, that's interesting. I wonder what that is. And when Arnold opened it up, he was handed the deed to a 1,500-acre golf club. You see, friends, kings think differently than we do. Do you think? How do you think? What could be possible if you took off all of the limiting beliefs that keep you from believing that anything is possible? There was a time when people thought it was insane that we would actually fly. There was a time when people thought it would be insane to have giant Skyscrapers. There was a time that people thought it'd be impossible for men to drive cars 300 miles an hour. Walt Disney's dream of Disneyland. Come on. If you allow yourself, you can change your thinking. Do you think? Do you take time to think? Do you take time to dream? Do you take time to imagine? Your mind is a very, very powerful tool, and there are dreams inside you that are specific to you. So it's Monday, and my challenge to you is dream big, think big, take off the limits, write down what you see no matter how crazy it may sound, and begin to start thinking like a king or a queen and see what happens. Have a great day, guys.